Let's go. Yeah. Everybody.
Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Keep that clapping going for your host tonight, Jeff Hodge.
Thursday Night Live. Thank you all for having me one more time. I'm your host, Jeff Hodge, and we got a great set of talent coming up here. A couple things I want to talk about before I bring them up. About my day. I caught an Uber over here today. I think everybody is doing the Uber thing. I can't stay long. I called an Uber, and an LAPD officer showed up, gave me a ride. You know, is that like a new thing now? They're doing like Uber rides between arrests. Is that what's going on? You know, the guy was telling me he likes to do Uber. He's like, I like doing Uber and Lyft because I'm my own boss. Nobody can tell me what to do. And right after he said that, I said, can you make a left here, please? Then turn right, you know. So he didn't like the fact I was telling him stuff to do, you know. I got me a new phone. It's a Galaxy 8. Moving on up, like the Jeffersons. The thing I like about this phone, there's an app on there that wherever I go, it's always asking me to like rate the business, you know, and I never really participate. And I went into the 99-cent store that asked me the same thing, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna say, and I go, overpriced, never coming back, this place sucks. So they wrote me back and go, really? The price is too high? I'm like, yeah, you know, you need to lower them. 98 cents, okay. And thank you, that's my mom back there laughing like that. She finally got from St. Thomas. We just had a big hurricane, so we brought her back to the mainland. Now she wants to go back. The one thing about the hurricane hitting St. Thomas is my mom, all she would do at like 75 and retired. And the worst thing you can do for a 75-year-old retiree is give him a TV with the news. Because all my parents do is sit and watch the news and then call whatever city they have children at and harass them. If y'all remember, there was a couple years ago, there was some escaped convict from New York. They escaped and they couldn't find them. My mom called me, harassing me, going, you know what? I think they're in California. I'm like, Mom, there's no way they caught a ride from New York to California. She goes, how do you know they can't find them? I said, Mom, if they made it from New York to California, I will give them a ride from California to Mexico. There's no way! So I called and had the cable disconnected. I'll be your host and MC for the rest of the evening. My first comic coming to the stage, he's a regular. He's coming back here for the third time. Give it up for the comedy stylist from Minneapolis, Mr. John Brickley.
So I was talking to my agent, and I'm like, Mom, like, I don't want to do Jimmy Kimmel. I don't want to do The Tonight Show. Take me to the big time. I want to do Thursday nights in Pasadena. Oh, yeah. I'm here with you guys. We're doing it together. Awesome. Been going to the gym. Fuck you guys. I go to the gym. No, like, I'm going to be honest, guys. I lost about 55 pounds since April. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Thank you. If you don't clap, you're an asshole. All right? No, it's weird, though, because I always feel like I'm the only fat guy at the gym. You guys go to the gym? You go to the gym? You ever see two fat guys at the gym? No, you don't. No. I don't know. I always feel like I'm on display. Like I'll be, you know, on the Stairmaster, and then they'll be doing one of those tours, and the guys are going to be like, well, if you look to your left, you'll see an orca. All right? You're going to want to start working out now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's weird. I was at the gym, and I got a notification on my phone letting me know that there was an IHOP around the corner. Yeah. That's a slap in the face if I've ever heard one. That's basically Google saying, hey, man, screw this whole working out thing. Let's go get some pancakes. I don't know. It sucks. Every once in a while, so I just upgraded to a gym. All right, I got the premium pass, so I'm in Hollywood. I'm working out, and I'm on the treadmill. And I look to my left, and I see this like Barbie doll just trotting along. And I look to my right, and I see this like jacked up, roided fool going a million miles an hour. And I look down and realize I probably should have upgraded to a Curves, you know. It's weird. Every once in a great while, though, all right, when the stars align, you'll see two fat guys at the gym. But it's not like you're fat, I'm fat. Let's get skinny together. It's you see that guy and you think to yourself, today is my day not to be the fattest fuck at the gym. So I start working out harder, and he sees me working out harder, and he goes, I know what you're doing, motherfucker. And he starts working out harder. Now I'm going 1,000,000 miles an hour on the elliptical. He's doing 1,000 miles on the treadmill. Lights flickering because the power influx is so great. All right, we move on to weightlifting. I'm squatting a car. This guy's benching a horse. People are diving under equipment because it's shaking. Finally, we get to plyometrics. This guy's nowhere to be found. And I'm feeling really good about myself after that. So I get done with my time, and I go and I drive around the corner to that IHOP, and guess who I see? Yeah, that fat motherfucker getting a head start on his pancakes. I know. I feel like I do this for the ladies. What's up? No, ladies, like it's tough to date in LA, and like you got to do a lot of stuff. Like you go to the gym. Ladies like guys with facial hair. Like this guy right here's got a cool goatee. He's definitely crushing the puss. Yeah. You, sir, clean shaven. You single? No. Bullshit. I try to grow hair. Grows in here, but not here. So I end up looking like fat Wolverine. So my superpower is I get a fork, a knife, and a spoon to come out of my fist, and I'm harassing people at Golden Corral like, are you going to finish that, bub? I don't know. It's interesting right now. A lot of stuff going on in the news. There's a lot of harassment claims going out there. We got Weinstein, we got Spacey, we got Louis. Like, all that stuff's going on. And, like, some people are trying to get out of it. Like, Spacey's saying that he's gay, and nobody is falling for it. All right? Like, they all should have taken a page out of Bruce's book. Okay? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but Bruce Jenner murdered somebody with his car. All right? Murdered somebody with his car. Nobody knows it because one day he's like, fuck it, I'm a woman now. All right? All I'm saying is I know what you did, Bruce. I'm making friends up here. That's what I'm doing. I love my dad, but I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm gay. The other day he gave me a pep talk. He's like, John, I am so proud of you. You moved to LA. You're doing amazing things with your life. I just want the best for you. I want you to do good at your job. I want you to sell out shows. And I want you to find a nice guy or girl to make you happy. I'm like, thanks, Dad. But I'm not gay. And he goes, John, I just want to let you know, even if you are, I'm okay with that. So there's a point in time in my dad's life where he thought to himself, my son might like dicks. I'm okay with that, but I want to know when was the time. Was it when I stopped playing football to pursue my passion of theater? Maybe. Was it when I started wearing skinny jeans? Possibly. Or maybe it was that time I won that hot dog eating contest at the gay bar. No, guys, I'm not gay. I'm just a romantic, all right? I've been a romantic since day one. All right, my brothers, when I was a little kid, they used to call me a ladies' man. I mean, they said it a little bit differently, though. They called me a lady boy. Ladies, will you do me a favor? Will you make some noise? Thank you. Ladies, I want to hook up with this guy tonight. Make some noise. Yep, that's less than what I was hoping for. Ladies, on behalf of large men everywhere, have sex with us. I mean, it's proven that large men last longer in bed. I mean, we have to stop every 5 minutes for a Gatorade break. But who doesn't like electrolytes, right? All right. Has anybody ever had relations with a larger man before? Okay, a bunch of liars. All right, that's fine. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, though. If you're going to have sex with a guy of my stature, you're going to want to be on top. Because you don't want this shit on top of you. First of all, it's going to be hot. It's going to be sweaty. It's going to be like Florida down there. All right? Yeah, hurricanes and all. My arms are going to be shaking. And I'm going to be asking questions like, can you breathe? Am I on your hair? Are you awake? I know. So if we're going to do this, we're going to do this either cowgirl or reverse cowgirl. Because I'm going to get winded if we do a doggy style. All right, guys, I feel like this is my time. Give it up for your host, Jeff. Where are you? Where are you, bud? Keep it going for your host.
Who said that?
The lady at the store.
That is not a compliment.
Listen, it's an ugly, nasty word, and you are going to hear it. Nothing I can do about that. But you are not going to let that word hurt you. You hear me?
There are some people who think you don't deserve the same privileges just because of what you look like. It's not fair. It's not.
Remember, you can do anything they can. Difference is you gotta work twice as hard and be twice as smart.
Come straight home after practice. You got your ID? Oh, guess I stopped you. How's your review?
We're good.
You good?
Yeah,
You see?
We're good.
Okay, good. Now, when you get pulled over,
I'm a good driver. Okay?
baby,
Don't worry.
this is not about you getting a ticket. This is about you not coming home.
I'm gonna be okay. Right? Okay.
It's not fair. But you keep showing up.
You are not pretty for a black girl. You are beautiful, period. Okay? Don't ever forget that.
Right, Thursday night.
Let's go. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Can we mix? Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Let's go. Yeah. We living in the now. Yeah.
Your next performer came all the way from Australia, from Chicago, Connecticut, and all of them St. Thomas, my hometown right there.
Let's go.
Where is there a black community? Where is it?
I think that there's a more of a systemic issue with something that's bigger than something that we're going to fix today.
But we're so busy trying to reconcile with the other and trying to be like the other that we have not properly reconciled with ourselves.
The teardown of me during my campaign and how negative it was, it reminded me that, just campaigning itself is exactly what our African-American men are going through on a day-to-day.
We need to take charge. We need to teach our sons to become men.
All right, your next comedian came all the way from Maryland. I think I'll get his name right. Is it Atif Myers? Atif Myers. Give it Atif Myers.
I am, black and Arabic, and I am a Muslim. Thanks for outing me on TV. I'm fucked. So I start all my sets, I just yell, I'm fucked. I went to a haunted house recently, and I realized they're bullshit because I'm black and Arabic, and there's nothing in a haunted house that's gonna scare me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just full of like white dudes with knives, and I'm like, I'm not worried about that. But if I walked in a room and it was like the police and like my student loans, then I'd be like, oh shit, this haunted house got way too real. This woman flew me out for sex recently, guys. Yeah, I am a hoe. I am a hoe, is what I'm saying. It's weird when someone flies you out for sex because then you know your value because there's a ticket. And I'm Coach. I am a Coach Dick. She paid $122 to see me. And I had to go to Canada. Like, she flew me to Canada, and I did the hoiest thing in my life is I took Viagra because she had to get her money's worth. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I had to make sure I couldn't show up with no dick. No, I had to make sure she got it. And I don't know if anybody here has ever taken Viagra, but that shit should be illegal because I felt too good. You know what I mean? Like I felt immortal is what I'm saying. Like here's how powerful I felt is I felt white. Like that was how good. Like I was just naked, hard dick, yelling all lives matter. My dad's dead. Give it up for that? Nope. No, not giving up. Well, you listen. All right, look. He was 64, black, morbidly obese. It's an amazing run. Is all I'm saying. That's like a white 95. You know what I mean? Like that's a great run. And like it's weird burying someone who's morbidly obese because it's a lot like buying them seats on a plane because they're like, you need a double wide casket. And I'm like, can't you mush them in a regular? Just mush them in. And they're like, well, we want her to be comfortable. And it's like, he's not going to write a Yelp review. Like, he's done. Like, he's not going to be like, I was on my way to the grave, but then the casket was too tight. 2.5 stars. No. Try to save money. Do that. And I thought about how I want to go out when I die, and I want to go out in the most Muslim way possible. I didn't want to be thrown into a building or anything like that, but I want the Bin Laden, you know? Like, throw me off of a boat. Just throw me off a boat like a murder weapon or like a white guy's wife. It's true. Like, white guys lead the league in boat crimes. That's all I'm saying. You got slavery, you got pirates, and you got throwing your wives off of throwing your wives off of boats. There's some couple right now watching this, just taking notes. He's like, she has been difficult lately. Honey, you want to go to that cruise to Alaska? I'll bring you your rock coat. Bought a weight vest so we can work out. Let's just take the weight vest. Nope, you don't like jokes about throwing white women off of boats. This seemed like a very pro throwing white women off boats crowd. I don't know why. You ever meet someone worse than you? Nope, you've never met anyone. That shit's the greatest. I highly recommend meeting someone worse than you. Because I was at the bar, and this guy came and sat next to me, and he was like, I hate women. No, it was just seat taken. No, how's your day? Just I hate women. And I was like, what happened, dude? And he's like, I took this girl on a date, and she didn't fuck me. And I was like, yeah, that's a date. Like, that's what happens is you pay $40 and you drive home confused. And I was like, where'd you take her? And he's like, I took her to Panera. And I'm like, dude, that's why. Like, right? Right? Like, I'm not trying to say women are going to sleep with you to take them nice places, but I'm going to say the odds go up substantially if they don't have to carry their own tray. Like, that's all. And no one's like, yo, let's go to Sbarro's. I'm giving you an $8 limit. Let's go. Let's do this. Water's rolling over pizza and shit. Nope, did I make it too real now? You guys are like, we love Sbarro's, man. The sponsor of this goddamn show. Be dope as fuck, actually. Get some ziti. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my set is to rattle off Sbarro's menus. It'll be more productive than what I'm doing currently. Did I talk about my dead dad already? I did, didn't I? Did I bum you guys out? It's really, I did. It's weird when people, like, because I tell people, I'm like, yeah, my dad's dead. And then they always say the dumbest shit. They're like, oh, I bet you he's in heaven right now, just doing what he loves. It's like, oh, so he's in heaven just cheating on my mom. Just cheating. He's like, till death do us part, what do you want me to do? I ain't waiting. Just fucking get some side angel puss. The brokest thing happened to me recently is I went to the grocery store and I wanted to buy like 5 bags of Oreos, because that's where I'm at in my life. And my debit card didn't get declined. It just used the rest of my money in my account to halfway pay for the cookies. That never happened to any of you. Because it said approved, and I walked away with all the confidence in the world. And they're like, yeah, man, you still owe us $11. And I was like, why the fuck would my bank let me do this? So what I'm saying is I got cookies on payment right now. I got a 6-month plan for cookies. God, don't be broke, everybody. Don't be. What is this fucking Pasadena? It's a bunch of white people. Like, we knew it. Of course, he looks broke. Goddamn white people. So the rest of my set is going to be just besmirching white people. It's going to get edited out, right? Of course it is. Like, no, that's the only thing that's going to stay in. Little Muslim just fucking yells at white people for 45 seconds. I dated a vegan, everybody. Anybody else do that shit? It's the worst. Don't do that shit. I got out. Because here's what I didn't know about vegan food, is it's not real. Because we went to a restaurant, and he's like, hey, man, would you like some buffalo wings? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I love chicken. And he's like, well, it's actually fried cauliflower. I'm like, the fuck is this shit, man? And he's like, how about some mozzarella sticks? I'm like, dude, that's great. I love cheese. And he's like, well, it's actually fried asparagus. And I'm like, give me something with a face or a soul. Just do this for me, please. And I was worried with the girl. She'd be like, hey, do you want to eat my pussy? And I'm gonna be like, absolutely. And she's gonna say, great, I have some kale and some quinoa you can snack on instead. Which I still don't know what the fuck quinoa is. Like, quinoa sounds like the blackest name I'd ever heard in my life. Like, if I'm having a cookout, I'm like, yo, you coming to my cookout? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna bring quinoa. It's like, you tell quinoa to leave his gun at home, because clearly quinoa's got some charges. Guys, I'm done. Thank you so much. Bye.
I didn't mean to out you, man. It's man, I tell you, traveling must be a problem for Mr. Amari. He's a Muslim. Used to have that problem before the terrorist wars. You'd be from the islands, Catalina. You're traveling through there. I always think you're smuggling drugs. I am, so, now that it's terrorists, they don't worry about the island guys. Little weed, they don't care about that stuff, stuff. Okay, we're going to have our first female comedian. She's been on Netflix. Very funny. Give it up for Miss, wait a minute. It's Vanessa. Vanessa Johnston. Come on down, Miss Vanessa. Hey. Thank you, man.
Guys, keep it going for your hosts and your team, and you guys for having nothing to do on a Thursday night. Cool. And all our listeners out there. I look like this, which is cool. Without makeup, different situation. Ladies, we love makeup, right? We love it, dude. Whenever you get home at the end of the day, you wash your face off, you look in the mirror, and you're like, damn, I got them good. I'm like the Leonardo da Vinci of contouring. Ladies love makeup, right, dude? Especially when you first start dating someone, for the first 30 days, you do not wash your face. They will never see you without makeup. The first night you sleep over, he's like, hey, babe, you're gonna go get ready for bed. You're like, yeah, I'll be right back. Just gonna go wash my face. And then you go and just put more makeup. So you go back, you wake up the next morning, and you wake up perfect, and you're like, hi, marry me. Cool. Girls don't wash their face. Especially it's hard because dudes are just sweaty and covered in hair. They're basically human makeup removers, which is a problem. That's why girls' favorite position is doggy style. It's not because it feels good. It's just a safe makeup position. Any other position, you're dodging his face like whack-a-mole, and eventually makes contact. His beard rubs your face, and now you have one eyebrow. And that's a problem. Some girls are just naturally beautiful without makeup, and fuck those people. No. I have friends who are models. We were at dinner in Beverly Hills, as cunts do, and we're talking, and they were talking about what Disney princess they look like without makeup on. My friend Claudia was like, without makeup, I look like the Disney princess Jasmine. My friend Sarah was like, I look like the Disney princess Ariel. They all turned to me. I was like, I look like the Disney princess Mowgli from the Jungle Book. Crushing it. It's so bad now. It's when I date a guy and he eventually sees me without makeup and he wants to stay with me, I don't trust him. I'm like, what kind of sick shit are you into? You like little Asian boys? What? Just leave, go away. He's like, no, I just love you for who you are. I'm like, no, dude, that's not good enough. Leave my house. I don't trust your judgment. Where my sluts at? Just the fat dudes. Fat dudes I'm ready. Being a slut's hard, dude. I can't do it. It's fucking hard. You need to wake up every morning, give yourself a little pep talk, the early bird gets the sperm, or something. It's not a good career path, for sure. Dude, being a hooker is one of the only jobs you can do where the longer you've been doing it, the less money you make. One day you hit 50 and your pussy's not even worth a Big Mac. It just looks like one. And you're like, what do I do? So you have to get some regular job skills. Sit in your house or figure out how to translate hand jobs to words typed per minute. You're just like, I don't know. You go to interview for like Best Buy, and the guy's like, so what work experience do you have? What jobs have you done? The girl's like, jobs? Hand jobs, blow jobs. I've done all the jobs. He's like, dope, IT in the back with me. Girls find weird ways to make money, dude. I saw on the internet the other day that some girls sell their underwear on the internet for $50 in underwear. That's crazy, right? Like, you guys are getting up at like 8 in the morning to go to regular jobs, and chicks are sitting in their kitchen just snailing Fruit of Looms, like crushing the cane, dude. I don't even think it matters what you look like. This is my Shark Tank pitch. Call me many different flavors: pineapple, clam chowder, Bloody Mary. For those who are not laughing and don't support the American dream, no, communist. Or you just don't get a job, which is cool too. Dude, I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of hot homeless people in Los Angeles. For some reason, they call them actors. And they're everywhere. The other day, an actual homeless person walked up to me and asked me out on a date, which, like, you know, good for him. He was fucking super hot. He gamed it. He walked up to me and was like, hey, girl, you got a quarter? And I was like, no, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, okay. Hey, are you single? I was like, what? He's like, girl, you know I'm good with boxes. And he was hot. So I was like, maybe. You know, eventually some girl's gonna walk by him and go, I can fix him. I'll give him a bath, I'll teach him how to read, and then we'll get married and have babies. Whenever people ask her about him, she'd be like, well, he's a rescue. All right, guys, I'm Vanessa Johnson. Give her your host. Thank you so much.
I don't believe we're free in America. I think we're haunted by our history of racial inequality. We're burdened by this legacy created by slavery and lynching and segregation. And whether you're born in 2017 or 1930, you are affected by the environment that we have created by being silent. I don't think slavery ended in 1865. I think it evolved. We had mobs of thousands of people gathering in courthouse yards, in fields, and doing horrific things to people, and we haven't done anything to acknowledge that. It is American history, and for us to recover from that violence, from that terrorism, we all have to know it, and we have to talk about it. I think it will compel us to think differently about what we need to do to correct the past, to address the past, but also how we make a better future.
Give it up for my friend, Chef Steph. Come on down, Chef. Glad to see you back. You've never done the show before, right?
I have never done this show.
Well, it's about time, you know. It's a holiday season. So you got some stuff that you're going to be selling during the holiday for the holiday. So what is it? You do the chocolate thing, right?
I do the chocolate thing.
And what's your company name?
My company's name is Married to Chocolate.
Is that Married to Chocolate?
Married, MERRID.
Oh, okay.
The number 2.
Well, you got to do
chocolate.
that because, you know, ladies hear married and everybody come running out the woodwork. A bunch of ladies want to get married now.
I'm married to my chocolate.
That's how you got the name?
It's how I got the name.
Okay, I'm Married to Chocolate. And you make the chocolate yourself?
I do.
Really? How do you make chocolate? I thought you just open a Snickers bar and that's it.
It's a little bit more creative than that. You could open a Snickers bar if you wanted to.
This is what we got here? Okay,
That is
wow.
it.
We got a picture of you married to chocolate with the and that's a picture of you.
That is a picture.
That look like a picture on Black People Meet, but anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, that used to be. No longer.
Really? You been on Black People Meet?
I have been.
We'll talk about that off thing. And then look at that, they got even the little Christmas colors
It
there.
is Christmas, holly, and it is the time of season for that. This one happens to be something that I have never introduced to LA yet.
Oh yeah? What did you introduce it to before?
Chicago.
So Chicago got it
So I
before
am from-
LA, really?
Yeah.
What kind of
That's where they're supposed to be from.
No, it's like I can understand New York because I always talk about New York being the money
Forget
center.
about
but
New York. I don't care.
LA, man, lots
talking about
of
Chicago here.
action here. Oh wow, look at this. Ebony
It's called-
and ivory.
It's called Baller. And the
What do you mean
reason-
baller? Like
Baller as in
baller.
Baller as in baller.
Like
as
what's
in
the basketball player for the Lakers? It's black and white. Okay, I'm not a big.
It is chocolate that you savor. It's not chocolate that you eat like a Hershey bar. I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean savor it?
It's gourmet. It's not, something that you can just.
I don't chew it.
Yeah, but you might want to savor the flavor.
It's savoring
What
down, going
flavors
down.
are you tasting in that chocolate right now?
Black
Jeff?
and white.
Black and white. Black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it actually happens to be pear and champagne.
I can get drunk off of this.
Yeah.
Let me
no.
have a couple more. I'm driving. Come on.
Yeah. No, we don't drink and drive. We don't promote that, people. Sorry.
Hey, I do lift. And where-
Yes, he does. He
where-
does lift anyway.
Where can they get it from?
They can get it from me. The information is actually on the back.
What's on the back?
But it
I got to
is-
read now. What?
But it is, you can email me at married,
can't see this.
MERRID, the number 2, CHOC, CHOC.
Why not
at
Chef Steph at Gmail?
gmail.com.
How about that? Chef.
Because Chef Steph has so many different companies right now, and this one is the one that we're actually talking about. But I do have a catering company as well. It is called Stephanie
I
Career
can't read
Catering
this.
and Events.
It doesn't come with glasses with the chocolate, so you can read it back to call you.
Yes. Do you need another sushi sake party in order to
Oh,
do
that's
that?
right. We did that last week.
We
That was
did
good.
do that last week, yes. So I do throw events and
White and
I throw
dark
parties. Yes. It's called Baller. It's white and dark chocolate. But again, you can also call me 818-231-4759.
We'll just get off the men's bathroom wall. That's all right.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to
It's
give some of
written
these to
in
my
every
audience.
stall.
I'm going to give some of these to the audience so they can
Yes.
taste it.
Woohoo!
Don't clap.
Yeah, free chocolate.
Don't clap yet. I may just pass 3 out and keep the rest home. Oh, we're passing them out now? Can I get a couple more? What the heck?
Your camera people were like, go get it.
I know.
So
All right.
they were pretty excited about
Ebony.
that.
So, Married to Chocolate,
Married
Chef
to
Steph.
Chocolate.
Her phone number's on. I cannot read that, but we'll get
You
it out
need
the bathroom
glasses,
wall.
but it's okay. 818-231-4759.
I'll have them put your information up on the screen so people can get
Yes.
it. Okay. Big hand for Miss Chef Steph coming down, bringing us some food. We'll be right back after this.
Who said that?
The lady at the store.
That is not a compliment.
Listen, it's an ugly, nasty word, and you are going to hear it. Nothing I can do about that. But you are not going to let that word hurt you. You hear me?
There are some people who think you don't deserve the same privileges just because of what you look like. It's not fair. It's not.
Remember, you can do anything they can. Difference is you gotta work twice as hard and be twice as smart.
Come straight home after practice. You got your ID? Oh, guess I stopped you.
How's your review?
We're good.
You good?
Yeah,
You see?
We're good.
Okay, good. Now, when you get pulled over,
I'm a good driver. Okay?
baby,
Don't worry.
this is not about you getting a ticket. This is about you not coming home.
I'm gonna be okay. Right? Okay.
It's not fair. But you keep showing up.
You are not pretty for a black girl. You are beautiful, period. Okay? Don't ever forget that.
I don't have any chocolate coming out. You know, you got to be on camera. All right, your next comedian from Chicago.
Yeah.
I know. Chef Steph, Candy, Chicago now. Give it up for Master Andy Southern. Is it Southern? Andy Southern, come on down.
All right. Thank you. Now, I am Andy Southern, millennial sex symbol, among other things. Now, as you can probably tell when you first look at me, I do have a severe allergy to peanuts. Thank you. When I was a kid, I wanted to open up my own peanut-free restaurant. I wanted to call it No Nuts Here. I didn't realize why that was funny for another 7 years. And I was 14 when I came up with that. Nowadays, guys, I'm single. Okay, usually roaring applause on that, but that's okay. I'm single. One clap, that's honest. If I'm being honest, that's the real applause that I get. Thank you. And people tell me that LA is a great city to be single in, and I tell people that no city's a good place to be lonely in. I mean single in. But then they usually tell me that I should just try to be myself to get women to like me, right? But I have learned, when you're me, this is not always the best way to go. Because usually when I'm myself, people just start shouting, you know, Andy, you can't urinate in that koi pond. You'll cause another international incident. You got to put that thing away, though it is important to note how large it is. That kind of stuff. I know, that's what people say to me a lot. Okay, next. That's why I get in auditions. I am a serious commercial actor, guys. Okay, I've got a lot of tools in my toolbox. Meisner technique. The others. For example, I've got a whole lot of range. Let me demonstrate a little bit of it for you guys now. See, I can play a father grieving the loss of his beloved Mercedes-Benz. My Mercedes-Benz. Range. Thank you. That was me bursting through a wall of glitter. It's something I'm trying out. People tell me it'll make me popular if I do it in public, but it turns out it just gets me institutionalized. For a short period of time. Don't worry. I've also got a great recipe for bread, guys, if anybody likes bread. But I will level with you, it's just regular bread. That's all it is. But much like my penis, it always rises. And it also may contain some yeast. We don't know yet. Okay, we're waiting for the results to come back from the lab, and it's actually a scary time for me. I'm also, I think a lot, about people, about the world, right? Just like us all. We have minds, we use them sometimes. And I've realized that, at least in my life, people really only fall into two different categories in how I look at them. There are those of us who have a slight case of scoliosis, resulting in a body type that can only be described as that of an uncooked spaghetti noodle. And those of us who I refer to as normies, which is an accurate description that you can check out in the Urban Dicks. Sorry, that was for my millennial demographic. I've got to keep them interested. Go Bernie! All that. You guys like impressions?
Yeah. Sure.
That's great. I don't, but I'm going to do one anyway. This is one that I worked on for 3 years in isolation in the Ukraine, so I hope it pays off. That was my impression of 4 spaghetti noodles lined up in a row. Thank you. One kind of is what I always shoot for in response to that one. But it's very interesting being an actor out here in LA, right? A serious commercial auditionee, which is what I call myself. But people tell you need to keep doing classes. So I took a class with Daniel Day-Lewis. None of us knew who he was the whole time. See, he was playing the role of a student, and as you know, the man, he never breaks character. So we just spent the whole class trying to guess which one of us was Daniel Day-Lewis. And he was the only one who got it right. And I never got a refund for that class, actually, which I need to look into. I'm also very, I almost said sexable, which I guess could be a term that is accurate to describe me. But I'm very flexible, as you can probably tell. People back in high school, on the schoolyard, they used to call me Gumby. If he wasn't green or made out of clay or shaped like Gumby. Yeah, they all called me that. Now people call me nothing because they don't talk to me. I bring this up because an old friend of mine, he called me before I came out here, and this guy, he always calls me before I do this specific bit, which is strange. And he goes, Andy, I bet you can't do the splits like you used to on the schoolyard. He wasn't actually that aggressive about it, but I wanted it to be more theatrical. That was me making big choices. Got to get noticed somehow. So, I want to get this out of the way now while it's on camera so I can win $5 in quarters. Here we go. Pop the collar. Stretch the legs. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, one of us has made a terrible mistake tonight. I haven't done that, and this is true, since I was in the 3rd grade. Let's just say my hips aren't quite what they used to be when I was 8.5. Oh, wow, so your life really does flash before your eyes then, huh? Hey, mama. Sorry, I'm going to try to pull myself together, but I really can't feel anything below the legs. I think I'm going to leave you guys all with this interesting little tidbit. See, I know how to really do a crowd-pleasing bit. Hi, Chihuahua. People love sex bits, so I'm going to tell all of my sex stories in one final bit to close for you now. The first time I had sex, I was in handcuffs. Ooh. Well, that's it. That's the end of it. That's all. Thank you guys very much. I'm Andy Southern.
Andy Southern. You in handcuffs? I know. He was in handcuffs. I mean, I said, wow, okay, Andy. Listen. Man. I don't even do the handcuff stuff, the furry handcuff thing. I had a lady wanting to do that. I don't do the tie-up thing. I'm not that trusting. Tie me up, and then she has a flashback to some guy that did her wrong. She go get some goat to do me. No, I'm not taking any chances. Keep my hands free. I'll tie you up. Okay, yeah, final comedian, good friend of mine. She's done the show before. I'm pretty sure this one here. She's a prolific writer. Give it up for my favorite friend of the night, Miss Denise Turtle Wax. I call her Turtle Wax.
You just made the Christmas list, I tell you. The thing about the whole Christmas list thing is, you know, you end up buying presents for people you don't like. You know what I mean? It's annoying, but I'm like narrowing it down, and you just made it. You just made it, Jeff. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you guys coming out tonight. You know, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're in the midst of the holiday season, right? And Thanksgiving is coming up next week. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Usually for Thanksgiving, I like spending it alone because I'm the only person I know who I could stand for more than 2 hours. Like, none of my friends are as fabulous as me. But yeah, I spend the day in front of the television watching like Law and Order marathons with like a gallon of Haagen-Dazs. That's me, and that's pure heaven right there. But you know, I can throw down in the kitchen. You know, don't I look like I could throw down in the kitchen, right? Yeah. Yeah, I could make it all. But this year I'm doing something different. I'm doing a Friendsgiving. You guys ever heard of Friendsgiving? Yeah. I don't know how I got roped into doing this. The hostess is vegan. right? So instead of turkey and ham and fried chicken, we're going to be having like kale and asparagus. What the fuck is a turkey? Oh my goodness. So I'm going to do the whole Friendsgiving with her, and I'm really nervous about it. Not only is she vegan, she has like 12 cats.
Oh, Jesus.
Like 12 cats, right? I mean, cat fur everywhere. You know what I mean when you have those friends you don't eat at their house because they got cats. You know? Okay. No, and so so in the trunk of my car, I will be like taking breaks, going out for ham sandwiches and stuff like that in my car. But the reason I'm going is she has liquor, you know, so you can't say no to the alcohol. You know, blame it on the alcohol. And I haven't decided if I'm going to go out for Black Friday this year. Do you guys know what Black Friday is? Yeah. It's the biggest shopping day of the year. It's the day after Thanksgiving, where like everything is on sale, which is why they call it Black Friday, because that's when all the black people come out and shop. You know, and get some good deals and discounts. It's like the mall is one big swap meet, you know? Buy one, get one. We love that. So last week we nearly had an international incident in China. I'm sure you guys all heard about this, you know, but luckily it was avoided because Trump was overshadowed by 3 privileged UCLA players who decided to go shopping doing the 5-finger discount. You know what I mean? Like, you are black in China. You are 6'5" in China. Everybody's watching you. You know, you stand out. Like, oh yeah, like how inconspicuous can you be being a 6'5" black guy in China? You know. But they were let off scot-free. But didn't a little part of you wish China had caning? You know, I just wanted to be. That was so embarrassing, and it took me back because you could, you know, growing up, my mom couldn't even take us to like the 99-cent store without getting that lecture in the car. Don't touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing. Be on your best behavior. Those are badass little kids, you know, and their father, LeVar, oh, don't even get me started about him. Don't even get me started about him. You know, how great his sons are. Your kids are thieves, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I have feelings about that. What else is going on? Oh, I'm from Mississippi, you know, and you know what that means. I'm judgmental, you know. And so being from Mississippi, it's a red state, it's a conservative state, and usually like a lot of conservatives, we're kind of on the same mindset with a lot of things. For instance, like, you know, abortion, we're mostly, you know, we're pro-life, you know, unless of course you're a senator from Alabama who just found out his intern is pregnant with his love child. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on in politics. You know, the thing about politicians is that's the only Ishan job, when you compare it, that you really don't have to have any sort of intelligence to do. Like a beautician, you have to go to school, you have to be board certified, electrician, a physician, all that kind of stuff. But a politician, you just wake up one morning and say, I think I'm going to run for president. Did you guys hear that pole dancing is going to be an Olympic sport? What? Pole dancing is going to be an Olympic sport. Can you? And the thing about it is, you know, we have to put together a dream team, right? We would have to put together a professional pole dancing dream team, because there is no way the United States can let like Sweden or Norway. We would have to be like basketball and get together, you know, all of our best professionals. You know, we would have to bring from Atlanta, you know, we have to do a call in Atlanta and get Diamond and Sapphire and Ruby, you know what I mean? out of Miami, we would have to bring Porsche and a Lexus. And Mercedes, get her off the pole. You know, out of LA, we would get any Kardashian and Black China to head the team. You know, we would make it rain up in there. And then, of course, how much we revere our Olympic stars, they would become spokespersons for, you know, such products as, you know, Hennessy or, you know, any sort of chronic out there. Any STD drug, antibiotics, and stuff like that. Thank you guys. You guys have been great. I'm Denise. Give it up for Jeff.
Okay, we're gonna break it up a little bit and have the music stylist of this guy was here before. He did a great job. We invited him back. Give it up for Mr. MC Class. Let him hear it.
We're gonna have a little something groovy going on. So I'm from the South Bronx, so I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do my thing. And it's about time to get into yourself. It's not about what's outside of you, it's what's inside of you. So that's the direction that the new world is going in, especially LA. LA is starting to slowly move to consciousness. And it's overdue. So whatever you into, whoever you are, is up to you. It is not up to anyone else. It's up to you. What do you want to do with your life? Let's go ahead and start that. So if you feel it, bring it up a little bit. You know, just throw your hands up. That's right. Put your hands together, y'all. Come on now. It's time for you to free your mind. It's the new church. How about that? Where you can be yourself. This is the new style. Y'all feeling that? Yeah, put your hands together. Check it out. Free your mind. 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 Sit back, relax, and find a quiet place where you can chill and meditate. Vibe on the right mind state. Always running keeps your mind clocked up. Having lockdowns on your brain when your head's locked up. And you're running for what? To maintaining. To have bigger things for more complaining. To go beyond your body where it may give. I bet you forgot where your soul lives. Don't want to hear it? I know you go through it. How do I know? Because I used to do it. I ain't even gonna front. You see, no one can change till they know what they want. And even if you can't stand to be with yourself, if not for that fact, do it for your health. Free your mind. Free your mind. Put your hands together, yo. Free your mind. Yeah. You see, wealth is in the mind. Knowledge in the mind. Yeah. Gotta free your mind. Now check this out. Now, who's got the answers? You know, we all do. To the solution to my problem might not work for you. In fact, it wasn't really intended to. But some folks are so lost, they don't have a clue. Or really don't want to. But see, that don't matter, because that ain't you. Take the time to feel the power in you. Having quiet time gives it a chance to. Get into yourself. Because when you know yourself, you truly have wealth that you can share amongst all. And see, nothing can't hurt you because you can't fall. And then your life will be positive. None of your experience will seem negative. When it's all said and done and we lived our time, those who truly lived had a free mind. Come on, y'all, put your hands together. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind. You see, wealth is in the mind. Knowledge in the mind. It all starts in the mind. Come on. It's time to free your mind. Be you, no matter what it takes. Be you, all you, 100% you. 100% you. That's right, y'all. Free your mind. Be yourself no matter what it takes. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind. Like I said, wealth is in the mind. knowledge in the mind. It all starts in the mind. Free your mind. Time to be yourself. It is my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to be me all day, all night. No matter what I'm into, that's my personal business. Free your mind.
Free your mind. How about another big hand for all the performances you've seen? I'm your host, Jeff Hodge. Thank y'all. Good night.
Let's go. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Can we mix? Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody now. Let's go. Yeah. We living in the now. Yeah.
Your next performer came all the way from Australia, from Chicago, Connecticut, and all of them St. Thomas, my hometown right there.
Let's go.